From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Pushes past him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I play?
Yeah, you play defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Saints at 9-3 here on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Open man downfield is Johnson. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Saints defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dawson Knox, 33 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
In motion right is Brown. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, Jacobs. The 24-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. Shrugs him off. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 42 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Knox. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Wormley with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Ethan Evans now. Deontay Hardy back deep. And this will be taken at the 13. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Throwing, Prescott. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Hardman to return. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dawson Knox with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making it.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this X, Y, and Z, and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. On second down, Prescott again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. To the air again, Prescott. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Kill.
Straight ahead is Strong. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Yates. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Here we go.
Now Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. So they'll fake the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And that's complete. It's Green here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that end with a turnover.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done. Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
21.
The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
2.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
12, here we go. 1, Omaha. 21.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Garoppolo again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead,
and in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A.J. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, and that'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. This is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Here we go. 11, 11. 11, 11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
they tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Garoppolo. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Here we go. 65, 65.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both players doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Garoppolo now. Looking Strong's way again, and he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Garoppolo now on third and goal. Finds Strong on the check down. Touchdown! Pierre Strong taking it in. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. Gano the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now Lawrence on third and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Saints are able to stretch out their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And running with power here. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Garoppolo. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. And the Bucs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. On play action, now Garoppolo. He's going deep for Brown. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. That's Yates. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Here we go.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
13.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that's complete to Shepard. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Sterling Shepard. 28 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is down to a field goal. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Down the sideline he goes. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. 92 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Now 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Pierre Strong, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Lawrence will throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He finds his man, complete. It's Fisher. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Jacobs is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And this is a type of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortune. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the 4th quarter. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
21.
To throw is Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. That's Yates. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
On the draw, it's Strong. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Here we go.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Here's a screen play. This is Strong. Into space at the 45. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
11.
Now Garoppolo. This is Shepard on the catch.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here comes 2nd down. To throw is Garoppolo. This one swung outside to Strong. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Garoppolo to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence. Able to connect with Jacobs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
In a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Back to throw, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away. Live to fight another down.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Knox. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here. Here's Lawrence. Flush to his right. Completes it to Hardman. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 20-yard line.
So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Here we go, son.
Lawrence. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One final try now for Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.